Well, hello and welcome to Shallow Proclamation. My name is Paul, and as always, I'm joined by
Thomas.
We're about to dive into episode 3 of Carnival of Monsters. I will say a bit about all the Patreon and stuff in a moment, but we've just watched the alternative theme tune, the Delaware version, and it's such a stark contrast to this, isn't it, coming into this? This is much more...
It is.
There's quite a lot more going on, isn't there, as well in this, and I really think about all the different sound effects, the sort of hissing there,
Yeah.
But it's that driving bass line that makes a big difference, I think. Without it, it really loses something of what it needs to be, I think.
Yeah, it's got to be quite a punchy tune, hasn't it?
I think, yeah, sometimes you get songs or pieces of music where you get cover versions, and sometimes there's certain things that have to be in it to maintain, for it to still be the song.
Yeah.
And I think that is part of it, but... Yeah, but as always, guys, let us know what you think of this story down below in the comments. We'd love to read your comments there, and if you want more Doctor Who chat, join us on our Discord, which is there's a link for that in the description. And if you want the full reaction to this, you can also join our Patreon. There's a link for that as well. So there's some great behind the scenes footage of this story with the Drashigs, and it's just guys with their arms in them.
Oh, really nice.
Like
kind of
puppets.
Puppets.
Yeah.
They look really good. Reminds me a bit of Walking with Dinosaurs. Did you ever watch that series?
Oh, yeah.
Narrated by Kenneth Branagh, I believe.
That was quite cool, wasn't it? Because the Doctor had said that the stuff that was bubbling would be highly flammable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, is it methane or something?
Set that up really nicely. They've definitely gone for the CSO there.
Yeah. Wow. It's not bad.
No, I mean, it could be a lot worse. I mean, obviously, in comparison to today's CGI stuff, it's miles behind, but, fair play.
Yeah, it's not quite War of the Planet of the Apes, but it's heading in that direction. So that beast that we saw in the first episode coming out of the water, was that something else, or was that a Drashig as well?
I think there was something else, yeah. I think that was
because they called it a kind of plesiosaur, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Slightly similar morphology. I don't know what the word is.
You've not lost it.
That Vorg is a bit of a slightly pathetic character, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just sort of a carnival showman, but also inept and, bit of a loser, I think, really.
Yeah.
Routine maintenance, Your Worship.
He's out.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice. Well, the penultimate episode can be the one where it drops the ball a bit or feels like it's treading water, but I'd say that kept up the momentum.
Yeah, I think so. And I think I said earlier on when they had the Drashig, said, it's quite difficult for them to realise them on the screen with the actors. But actually, the later part of that episode, I think, showed that they had a really good crack at it, and for the most part it holds up pretty well, like particularly that bit at the end with the Doctor coming across the body of one outside outside the boat circuit back in the innards of the machine itself. I think particularly because it's quite dark as well, the fact it's not overlit or anything, so they can get away with a lot there. So I think it showcases some pretty good technology for the day it's coming out in.
Yeah, they must have read the script for this story and thought, how on earth are we going to pull this off?
Yeah.
It shows ambitious the show has always been, doesn't it? It's like, I like that they've always aimed at something that's probably above their budget, but they still have a really good go at it and use their limitations to their advantage. And yeah, you kind of believe it.
Yeah. I think it's a great one. So I think it's come off really well, and obviously it's not perfect, but it could be it could be so much worse.
Yeah, it could be like
So
it could be laughable, couldn't it?
exactly, and it really manages to avoid that. I think if you're
Yeah,
coming in with a critical look, I mean, you might just kind of mock it and stuff, but that would be to look at it through today's eyes and not as it was at the time.
yeah,
And I don't think that'd be a fair assessment of it. So yeah, like you say, it could be completely laughable, but it doesn't even approach that. I don't think for the time it's in.
yeah, yeah. Because the Web Planet was also an ambitious story. In that case, it felt like it did just tip into being laughable. I think not
Yes.
so much because of the design of the creatures, but because of the performance choices. And it just became, there was so much going on and so many species and stuff, it kind of became hard to follow. Yeah, I don't even know what the story was. I know the overarching thing, but
No, I can't really remember.
it became hard to grasp what was going on, and we did just start laughing at it.
Yep.
It was entertaining. But yeah, this, I don't know why this has made me think of that. But yeah, this is like ambitious, lots going on, lots of creatures, but it's, they've kind of pulled it off.
Yeah, I think so. And yeah, and kept an entertaining story alongside it.
Yeah, yeah, and a very clever concept of the being in the scope.
And then we've still got this little bit of intrigue going on outside now with the sort of the grey bald headed men, like starting to turn against each other, seeing how they can use this to their advantage and things. So there's little bits of intrigue there as well. So other threads that are being drawn out, and hopefully we'll see them all come together in the fourth episode.
It adds a whole new meaning to when people talk about something being within scope and out of scope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, brilliant. Any other comments, Paul?
No, I don't think so. Just yeah, I think just enjoying it. It's a really good one.
That's a good one. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, let us know in the comments if you think this is a good one, and do subscribe and join our Discord if you haven't done so already. Links in the description below, and you can check out our Patreon where you can get access to the full commentary track for this episode and others if you want to listen to us while you're watching it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.
Bye bye.